Well, my work is pretty much self-explanatory. It's been described as primitive. I don't know what that means. Being a self-taught artist, I don't have too much technical training, and therefore don't know too much about any laws and rules and regulations when it comes to certain aspects of art. I just see and I do. Either I conceive an idea and then I put it to paper or canvas, and that's pretty much it. My work is usually true to itself. I want to describe something, describe a scene, or describe something that I don't like, comment on something that I don't like. That's the way that I comment on it. I comment on it through visuals. Some people write, some people, sing or write song. I do it through visuals. Being a self-taught artist, it's a little bit harder because you tend to reinvent the wheel a whole lot of times, so you run into that a whole lot. See, when I'm going to paint, say, a mural, when I'm going to paint a mural, I'm going to use house paint. I'm going to use whatever is available to me, as long as it's something that's going to withstand the elements. In canvas, the same thing. I used to be held back with, I've got to get acrylic paint, I've got to get certain oils paint. It doesn't matter. If I don't have a certain color in oils, I'm going to do it in acrylic and make it look, I'm going to make it work. And I think the true essence of an artist is you make it work. You get your message across with whatever is available to you around, in your surroundings. Once I get a thought in my mind, once I get an idea, a concept, whichever way you want to put it, I have my surface, and that's where I'm going to deliver it, whatever I have, however I have it. If at the moment I have this idea or this inspiration, I'm not going to wait till the next day to go to the store or go anywhere and go get a certain paint or whatever. I'm going to find it around there somewhere. If I got to use lipstick, whatever it is, it's going to be done. I mean, it came up as a graffiti artist in New York. I think in the 70s, I was one of the youngest. I was 10 years old, running around with the likes of Dondi, the Children of the Grave. And these folks, these young adults taught me about that. Express yourself wherever you have to express yourself. Unfortunately, all they had was the New York City transit system to express themselves. And they taught me to do that. They taught me that whatever you need to use, you just use it wherever it is, a wall, and you got to look over your shoulder every once in a while in that case. But the good thing is that now I don't have to look over my shoulders. But they did show me that this is what you have. You have a spray can, a marker, whatever it is, you make it work, and you make it work to get your point across. We have ideas, we have thoughts. My concepts, my art, my way of looking at life and looking at what our purpose is here on this earth is a lot different than your Main Street folks. A lot of, well, the folks that I run into look at life. I look at it very different. I look at it with a lot of humor. I look at it with sarcasm. Sarcasm and humor is a big part of my makeup and is a big part of my work. I like my work to be sarcastic, at the same time it's humorous, and at the same time it shows exactly what it is that I'm trying to communicate to the viewer. The viewer can take it as they want it, because it is my work from my head. A lot of folks have told me, sometimes they've asked, what is it that this means? What does this work mean? What are you trying to say here? I'm not trying to say a damn thing. I'm trying to get an idea to canvas, because I need to get it out of my head before it drives me absolutely crazy. So I have to pull it out. I have to put it in somewhere, which is, what we all, as artists, what we all do. And once you accomplish that, the way that journey is where it's beautiful to be an artist. When you have from concept to execution, that journey in between is what really means a lot. Whether you have to use lipstick, whether you have to use a marker, whatever it is, that's the journey that means a whole lot, because that is where your self-worth is. That's where you find out what you're capable of, or what your what your limitations are, or what your limitations are. In my case, I have no limitations when it comes to art. I'm going to do it whichever way I can. I'm going to accomplish what it is that I need to accomplish.